In this campaign, Donald Trump has shown himself to be a masterful political street fighter. But Monday morning, he decided to take on someone who might be just as pugnacious as he is.
At a rally in Windham, Donald Trump picked a fight with one of the biggest Republican names in New Hampshire politics.
I mean, there's a guy named John H. Sununu who wrote an article in this phony paper, and it was so bad, I don't even know the guy. He was fired by Bush. I mean, he was fired, right? Yeah. And he was fired like a dog. He was fired viciously. And he's such a dumb guy that he doesn't even know he was fired.
Never one to shy away from a good political brawl, Governor Sununu responded from Hampton Falls.
The thin skin that he showed in doing that is another reason why he shouldn't be commander-in-chief. Even on his business policies, the guy has shown that he's really not that smart. 4 bankruptcies, 4 times his lenders have said, "Donald, you're fired." They fired him like a beggar.
At a surprise stop at the Red Arrow Diner in Manchester, Trump kept jabbing at the former White House chief of staff in a one-on-one interview with News 9.
Well, look, he's not a guy I have a lot of respect for. I've watched him make a fool out of himself for so long, and you know, he got fired by the Bush administration, and I saw he wrote something nasty about me, so I figured I'd respond.
If it can be said that Trump speaks loudly and carries a big stick, Sununu does exactly the same, firing back that the Republican frontrunner's entire campaign is based on, quote, false premises and false promises.
He claims he's the only candidate that can't be bought. I think Putin showed that Donald Trump is the cheapest political buy in the game. For 10 cents worth of flattery, Putin had him sucking up to him.
Even though Governor Sununu is getting somewhat more involved in this primary now, he tells us he is still not planning to endorse a specific candidate. However, he encourages Republicans to choose between 4: Jeb Bush, Chris Christie, Marco Rubio, and John Kasich. Adam Sexton, WMUR News 9.